Good morning. I'm going to throw some stuff out there today that a lot of people are going to have a hard time understanding, but it's just the way it is. Anyway, today I want to talk about God. God. Hmm. Who is He or what is He? When we say that, we think of a form, either a person or some strange thing, whatever's in your mind. But the reality of it is, God is energy. He's directed energy, but He's energy. What has He given man that makes man separate from anything else? He gives us the ability to direct energy. Unfortunately, what we do with it a lot of times is try to direct it to destroy each other. Not what He intended, but if you stop and think about it, and there are so many things that we don't know. One thing, for instance, the universe now we know is full of dark energy and dark matter. We call it dark because we don't understand it. We don't know what it is. We don't know where it comes from. One thing we know about energy is it doesn't really go anywhere. It doesn't disappear. It changes. It transforms. It really doesn't start or finish. It just changes. Well, that's pretty much the way things are. If you look at your life will change as you direct it to. Your energy is going to be tied to your feelings. And the feelings are cognitive, not necessarily physical. But they can affect your energy levels. Directed energy. In other words, if it's directed, that means that there's a purpose for it. The purpose of it is to create more. It generates itself, such as God would be. He would always generate himself. He would always do things that lead to more. Thus, I've told you that good is always going to lead to more. Evil divides, it separates. It's when we try to take that energy apart and direct it to do something it was never intended to do. Or it was intended to do, and we just haven't figured out how to use it right. Or we've somehow supplanted our intentions with the intentions as the energy was created for. So, I think if you understand that a little bit clearer, that things can be less murky in your life. It's not going to be totally clear because there's so many things we don't know and we don't understand. And yet, there is a pattern, and a pattern indicates non-random. If it's not random, there is no chaos. There is a purpose. The purpose is to create more. That's what good is. It always leads to more. Evil divides and separates. We know that we got a physical body, but what really drives it? What's the energy source of that body? That's God. We are part of that energy. It's directed to give us a chance to create more. And if we create more, we help ourselves and everybody else at the same time. That's why no matter how we decide to divide it in religious forms or social forms or scholastic forms, division doesn't work. You can't divide something that won't be divided. And energy won't be divided. It can be transformed. So as soon as you think you got it figured out, it'll change. Well, that's the way things are. My question for you is, what are you going to do with it? How have you created better and more in your life? How do you use the energy that you have, that is you, to help other people to realize the energy that's within them? How do you increase it? That's what this is all about. See, I can take it to a point where I can explain to you that everybody was in God to begin with. We were all there. We were all energy. He directed the energy to work with matter, and by doing that, he created the universe. He created each of us. He gives that energy the ability to work with the matter that we have, and how we are going to deal with it and direct it is what he wants to see. He wants to see us, like him, make things greater, not take them apart. We can't do that as long as we take each other apart. We can't do that as long as we harm each other. The whole point of this is to create more. That's what it's really all about. Now, if you understand what good and evil is, that good always leads to more and evil divides, it's a very simple understanding. The thing of it is, we don't know so much. There are so many things we don't know anything about. And yet, as energy, we have much more power than we can possibly realize. You know, people want to see miracles. Well, your life is a miracle. The energy that drives the material in your body, the matter in your body, is miraculous. How you get to choose what you're going to direct it to, that's even more miraculous. But that's what this is all about. God is going to allow those that decide to increase the value of life, the value of energy, to enjoy that forever. Because the energy doesn't stop. It'll transform into a form that can survive, that can enjoy the fruits of life. But those that choose not to, they've separated themselves. They have cut themselves off. And by doing that, they won't be able to participate. Will it be hell for them? Yes, I think so. Because they're going to see everybody else getting to do things, but they won't be able to do them. That'd be pretty bad. But it's really a simple understanding. When you really get down to it, there is only a simplicity to it. Good and God always leads to more. Evil divides, it separates. That's what it does. But it defines. And so we can't get rid of it. We can choose not to do it, but we can't get rid of it. Your feelings. Your feelings are created by your energy. The energy is your soul. And when you choose to reject God, you reject the energy that is your life. It's not going to change the fact that the energy exists. It's not going to change the fact that you exist as an energy form. But it is going to isolate you. You know, just like we spend our whole life trying to figure out how to direct energy, electronics, all of the different forms that we are trying now to deal with, lasers, all of these forms of energy that we are directing, they're nothing compared to what God can do. And he does all at once. He doesn't even have to think about it, because it is designed to reproduce and constantly grow. That's what he does. Now, we, on the other hand, get a choice. We can either direct ourselves to constantly grow, or we can cut ourselves off. I'm talking about why. If people say, well, why would God want to do all of this? Because it's the nature of things. Nature itself is contained in energy. The way things are, it either gets better or it goes away. One or the other. Your energy for life, you either maximize it, in the end you die. Your energy doesn't go anywhere, but your body does. So the question is, how are you going to participate in things when your body doesn't? If all you can ever think about is your body. If all you ever think about is the physical form, there is so much you don't know, and you will never know, because you won't even look for it. I ask you to take some time to think about things from a realistic standpoint. I can tell you that there are things that you cannot possibly see or understand, that because you are energy, believe it or not, you don't have to stay in this body. You can go. Where are you going to go? Not necessarily good places, but you can expand. You can return and be part of the God that drives all things. Because the key is its directed energy. The one thing that man can do that no other creature can do is direct energy. When we understand it, we can direct it. Why we do is not necessarily a good thing, but it can be. So, direct your energy towards making your life better, and by doing that, you will make everybody else's life better. Find ways to increase things, not decrease them. I love you. I hope you have a good day. If you have any questions or this raises any flags for you, you can always email me at bikerclem1@gmail.com, and I will try to address it. Anyway, I love you. I hope you have a great day. See ya. Bye.